I want to read to you a letter that one of my advisors had shared with me. This is a letter that he had received from his client's daughter, and it was with regards to the long-term care insurance policy that he had helped them put into place regarding their indemnity type benefits. So let me just read this to you. So it starts when mom bought her long-term care insurance policy, she was so proud. It's flexible, she told me. The word practically glittered in the air. They'll send a check each month, no matter what, and I can use it how I want. She chose Indemnity, the kind that sends a lump sum each month as long as she qualifies for care. No receipts to submit, no pre approvals, freedom, they said. But no one explained who that freedom was really for. Fast forward 5 years, mom had a stroke. She needed help, real, daily, expensive help. And that's when her flexible policy turned into my full time job. Sure, the insurance company sent $6,000 every month like clockwork, but that was it. They washed their hands of the rest. Now I was the accountant, care coordinator, and compliance officer. Every penny had to be tracked, not for the insurance company, but for the IRS. Because this type of policy doesn't pay the provider directly. The burden falls on me to prove it all went toward actual care. That means deciphering itemized bills from home care agencies, checking to make sure caregivers didn't charge us for the time that they weren't here, making sure the hours match the invoices. If there's a dispute, that's on me. If there's fraud, that's on me. If we don't use the entire amount for care that month, well, I have to track it to make sure it doesn't become taxable. And yes, the full $6,000 comes in, but all of it goes right back out, every dime. There's nothing left for gloves, grab bars, gas for driving her to appointments, or the extra food I buy now that I'm cooking for two households. So much for flexibility. Then there's the tax reporting, Form 8853, a delightful little piece of paper the IRS expects annually. And God help you if you get it wrong. I had to hire a CPA just to make sure we weren't inadvertently triggering a tax nightmare. But maybe the hardest part, I'm also the care coordinator. The policy doesn't come with anyone checking that the caregivers are showing up or doing their job well. That's my responsibility. Monitoring schedules, reading progress notes, interviewing replacements when someone quits, which happens often, and praying the care she's getting is truly enough. At one point, I asked the CPA if I could just be paid as mom's caregiver. After all, I was doing the work. But that opened a whole new can of worms. Sure, he said, but that would make you a household employee, which meant my mom would technically become my employer. We'd have to file payroll tax forms, withhold Social Security and Medicare, issue a W-2, and I'd owe income tax on the money I was paid to care for her. Suddenly, our already complicated situation turned into a miniature HR department. I wasn't just a daughter, I was now going to be taxed, tracked, and officially employed daughter. Meanwhile, my coworker's mom is also receiving care. Her policy is a reimbursement type long-term care contract who pays the provider directly. That company reads the bills, double checks them, and pays only when care is confirmed. No extra tax forms, no tracking spreadsheets, no part-time job, just support. And here's the thing. I'm not angry with you, but I am tired. And I want to ask you something honestly. When you said this policy offered freedom, freedom for who? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like the insurance company got off easy and I got stuck doing their job. Now, I'm sure that that letter was very difficult to receive as an advisor. But here's the deal. Indemnity is not a bad thing. Reimbursement is not a bad thing. But people need to understand what they're getting into. Here would be my recommendation. Maybe find a policy that offers both indemnity and reimbursement so that the family truly has flexibility at the time of claim and they can choose what's right for them because they don't know what the future is going to hold, but they do need choice and they do want freedom and they definitely want flexibility. And that policy is out there, indemnity and reimbursement. So I hope this helps. Thanks so much.